My name's Craig, and I have previously worked as a volunteer coordinator at the Barn Retreat as part of the Sharpham Trust. And I'm here today to talk to you about the men's retreat that is hosted at the Barn. Now for me, the men's retreat was one of the most significant weekends for me, or weeks rather, while I was at the Barn. It's a 6-night retreat, and it's the same as any other barn retreat in that it's a mix of meditation and mindful gardening, working on the land, and living in community with one another. So we cook and we clean for one another, and there's this real sense of pop-up family for the week. But I was really nervous ahead of the week and I realised it was because I'd never spent that much time with all men, and actually I didn't feel comfortable around all men. I could sometimes handle it for a short amount of time, but even then I felt I was maybe putting on a bit of a face, maybe trying to kind of be seen to be worthy as a man around other men. And it seemed to be the same or similar for the other men that were there. On the first evening, kind of all sat down, and there was just this real release of, we can put the mask down a little bit. You know, we don't need to, whether it's for our partners or for our families or for children, we don't need to have this mask of being whatever it means to us to be a man, maybe strong, stoic, having it together. And we could just really relax into that in the beautiful surroundings of the Sharpham estate. So yeah, it was a really nourishing week, and it made me realise that week just how I kind of craved the emotional engagement with men. And since the retreat, it's something that I've personally been looking into a little bit more and trying to engage in more meaningful friendships with men, not just women, because I find it very easy to speak to women, but not to men. But what I actually found on the week was speaking to men about the things that came up for me, the things that rose up for me. It meant that I could see I wasn't alone, but I was finally speaking to people who could see it from a man's point of view, from a male perspective. And so it started to provide that balance that I think I was missing in my emotional life. So yeah, there is no agenda on the retreat. It is just a men's retreat. You just need to be a man to attend the retreat and obviously be able to make the date. And I would thoroughly recommend it to any man, or if you know of a man who could really do with just having a space with other men to meditate, to relax in, to cook, to garden, to be in community, to go on beautiful walks in the summer. And yeah, I'd thoroughly recommend it to any man. So yeah, maybe if you decide to go on the men's retreat at the Barn, I might see you there.